everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jack. I describe myself as an artist who has his roots in gaming. And today I'm going to talk about the space truck, which was handmade. I didn't really have a plan when I started this project. It was based off of a rough sketch. I think it actually came out okay. I'm going to take you quickly through some features before I get on to the build and maybe try to entertain you for a little bit. To light it up, because it does have lights, I actually put a little compartment in the top. It's held in by magnets that you can see right there. And when I hit those lights, hopefully you saw that little cockpit lights come on there. But it also has headlights right here. So idea is that you can fly in the fog if you need to with this ship, as if that matters. And then on the bottom I have another set of kind of a landing light. And then in the back I have these work lights that illuminate the work area. Now, I don't talk about this at all, but I was in the Marines for 8 years. I'm a Desert Storm veteran. I worked on CH-53 helicopters, Super Sea Stallion, or actually Sea Stallion, now they're Super Sea Stallion. But that helicopter has a back hatch, and when I got to this part of it, I knew that I was going to make a rear hatch that opened and closed. This project kind of came to life for me and brought back some old memories, so it was very interesting in that respect. But anyway, the back hatch opens and closes, and there's even a little hatch at the top that will fold up to give the people more headroom. And later on in the video, I tried to do a little stop motion showing a smuggler moving in and out of the space truck, moving his illicit cargo. So hopefully you have that to look forward to. I hope you will stay for the whole video. As always, give me your feedback. Let me know what you like, and even maybe what you don't like, and maybe things that you would like to see in the future. Also, if you would like to help me out and support what I do, please consider becoming a patron. For $1 a month, you can support me for a full year for $12. It sounds like a telethon now, right, doesn't it? Jack's Minis Telethon! Okay, well, thank you, and peace. See you soon. Oh, by the way, I have one more treat for you. I'm going to do my Leon professional impersonation. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I don't really promote any specific game system. I generally work at 28mm, 32mm, and 148 scale, since that's the closest thing to tabletop roleplay game scale. And that's really why I describe myself as an artist with his roots in gaming. I'm not piggybacking my YouTube career off the intellectual property of publicly traded companies. No offense to those who are. The space truck was definitely what I call an 80-20 project. The first 80% of the build takes 20% of the time. The last 20% takes 80% of the time. I started with a rough sketch, just a profile of the ship. I made a template of the profile and cut out 2 walls. Blah-de, blah-de, blah. Art, art, art. And I really didn't have a plan for this when I just made that rough sketch. Started cutting out pieces of foam core and cardstock and kind of went for it. And I think I was about 2/3 of the way through this, and I thought, man, this is really not working. This is not coming together. But then I finally put in that, like I said earlier, that back hatch, and figured out how to make the landing gear look a little more interesting using paper straws. Apparently they're really useful for making landing gear. So that was a nice discovery. Also, adding the lights, that was kind of a last minute thing. I thought, well, it really needed lights. And I really like the way that lighting can bring projects to life in kind of a really interesting way, and make them useful for photographing in different conditions. I kind of like that moody feeling that lights can give. So putting the lights in, I would describe it as a little bit like building a ship in a bottle, because I had already built out the fuselage, and then I had to figure out how to string the lights, because I'm still using string lights, yeah, I know. But I had to figure out how to string the lights from the front to the back. And but it worked out great. And I'm very happy with how those lights went. It's a good thing I have Dexter's hands. So by way of an aside, when I mentioned I was a helicopter mechanic, there was a particular assembly at the top of the helicopter that nobody could get to, and they always called me in because I had these little dexterous hands that could reach in there and put the nut and bolt together back on this assembly. I was the go-to guy for that part of it. As I went along, I figured out ways to make the loading ramp movable and even added, yeah. But really, this video isn't about how I built it, because, is it really that interesting? Maybe it is, but I mean, I really have to say this isn't that kind of channel where I play soft, soothing music and my hands are doing like, I don't know. I don't think it's that interesting. I mean, when I do the project, maybe took me 20 hours of working on and off, and for every hour of video, I basically have a minute of video on my YouTube video. So an hour to get 1 minute of video. I mean, I could probably video the whole thing, but who's going to watch me cut pieces of paper for 20 hours? Maybe somebody will. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing out. Maybe that's a lost opportunity, and I should really think about that. And lastly, I had a story to go with this space truck, but I don't know if anybody's interested in the stories. I don't know if people even watch the entire video. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm kind of groping in the dark, lost in the abyss of the YouTube algorithm. I don't know what's going on. I keep doing this, hoping something will happen. But, ultimately, I build stuff because I enjoy it. I feel like I do want to share this with the larger world, or, I don't know, maybe a small group of hardcore fans. I don't know yet. I don't know where this is going. But I'm going to keep doing it, at least for, a few more months. We'll see what happens after that. So, if you're interested in the space truck story, let me know. And maybe I'll add that at the end of the next video. And to my patrons, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. You are the best. You are awesome people. And I appreciate your support and your love and everything that you're doing for me right now. It's keeping me going. Thank you. Peace and love, y'all. Out.